Well, hello people, so Peter here, down in the old man shed. It's Friday dinner time. Sunshine out there at the moment, but it's a funny old day out there today. It's sunshine and showers and a bit of wind, but not cold. So shed door's open, but might have to close it if we get another downpour. But otherwise it's good at the moment. After a little, just checking in to say hi, and then what I'll do again, there's lots of running clips where I've spliced together all the clips I've been doing over the last week or so. So it's made about 20 minutes worth of running clips. I'm afraid heavily biased with the class 20s and the 37s, and the also towing the crane a lot, so you'll see a lot of that, I'm afraid. It's just something I do, just it's really just showing off DCC sound, isn't it, at the end of the day, just how great it is. However, there is for those who are interested, I have got the two steamers that I own. They're running, admittedly only a quick one. The little H class, I've put in the film. Those of you who know me, I've said in the past I did a driving course on an H class down on the Bluebell. So when Hornby released it, and it was in the same colours and everything as the one I drove, I had to have it. And so I got her running, but I got her running with sound, and there's no way on earth I can get sound into that little H class. I've cheated, alright, because when you see on the film the H class running light, running past very close to the camera, it's got steam, and the reason for that being is off of the camera is the Flying Scotsman, which is a TTS fitted sound loco. She's running on a rolling road that's just off of camera, but giving me my steam sounds that I needed for the little H class to come through. So rivet counters out there who know the steam chuffs of you know, 2, 3, 4 cylinder steam engines, and they know the cycle of the chuffing of the steam. Yeah, they'll probably say that's not an, you know, that's wrong. Yeah, because it's at the end of the day it's all just mucking around, isn't it? And then when she's going around pulling the brake wagon, which is what happened on our course as well, in the brake wagon is one of those Train Tech sound systems, you know, the one that's this little thing, that, yeah, the little Train Tech thing that is battery operated, and that fits inside. It's out now because I don't leave the battery in it, you know, because although if she's dormant she won't be actually on, it just takes a slight little knock and that little sensor there sets it off. And I mean, just coming into the shed, you know, being a bit heavy-handed with my feet, next second I can hear this thing going off somewhere other way. I've kept it. So I've learnt my lesson, you know. I've gone, you know, flattened 2 batteries where it wasn't in use for weeks on end, so now I'll take it out. But that's what's giving you the sound when you see the little H class going around pulling the brake wagon. This is in the brake wagon, but it's great because, as you know, it's quite effective. So if you don't have sound and you might want to dabble in it, it's a way of doing it. And certainly for the H class, because there's no other way I could get sound, you know, it has to be into the wagon that's next to it. So it gives us sound, and it's a cycle, you know. It's it repeats the cycle. So when I was doing the filming, oh god, see the things we do for you guys. When I was doing the filming, you know, I had to sort of wait for this thing to get to a certain point when I know, oh, that's the bit I want to be recording on, because it's actually running as opposed to idling, or, you know, you don't want the loco going past very slowly and this thing's going L for leather because it's on a full pelt. So, yeah, anyway, that's that done. Now the Murleys, just a little bit more about the Murleys. When I've done the video Murleys and Rushton, and I had the what I came up with as regards the roof design, I'm now on my 3rd generation of roof. But this one I think I will stick to, and I literally mean stick to, because now this one has actually been properly stuck on and painted, and all the edges have been filled and all that sort of stuff. So quite happy with that one. But the ones that you see on the video, it was wrong. and I kept on looking at it, and it was only stuck on with black tack. Okay, that was it. So the body itself wasn't damaged in any way, but what was damaged was when I went to take off this the roof, and it was made out of card. It did all get mangled up, so I had to start again. But there was things I wanted to improve on it anyway. So this time my material of choice was where are we? I've got some sheets ready. Was the, you know, the stuff that you get delivered from, say, Pico or Wheels kits, you know, the bit of plastic acetates, yeah? Well, that was, you know, I think this was the box that my bus stop came in, the last thing I bought over there for the top estate. So that's one side. That was the great, what I needed, the size to start cutting around, you know, and that's another one spare. And just like in the Blue Peter tradition, there's one I made earlier. That's what it came out with, right? So that is underneath there, you can see that's all plastic, yeah? With a bit of masking tape to give another thickness. And then I painted it all up, but then in the end, and that was good. The exhaust, maybe, the exhaust was in the right place this time, unlike before, but it was a little bit on the bigger side. And so I thought, oh, and also what I'd made a mistake is that when I took my measurements, and unlike Tony of Tony Northeastern, I mean, that geezer is a wizard. I mean, I don't know if you see what he does. He's got a photograph of what he wants to model, and he measures the photograph, and then somehow or other is able to scale it down to the 17600 gauge, you know, for a model railway, you know, and then he builds his. Oh, it's unbelievable. Such talent, such skill. I'm not like that. I'd sort of like look to see if I think something looks alright. I thought that's right. And there is a video which I did post of the Murleys looking down on it as it starts up. So you get a very good look at the roof of the Murleys. And it's, you know, obviously it is just plates of steel that has just been put on top of a curved roof. And so therefore now you've got these plates of steel, so you get this funny little segmented end. These, I guess, are vents in the roof. But nevertheless, I had to do it all by eye. I sort of like thought to myself, well, I know the top panel is not as big as the two side panels. The two side panels are the same size, but they're not. But they're bigger than the one on top. So, you know, seeing what I had with the model, I took my measurements. I then started scoring the plastic, and then I bent the plastic. And that's why I didn't use this one, because I scored it on this edge. And when you then bend it, it does open up the cut line, you know, where you've scored it. And I just thought to myself, oh, you know. So I came up with Mark III, which is the same thing again, but this time I'd already got the measurements, I knew what to do. But that time I scored it on the inside and then bent it, and found it still bent, but obviously you don't then end up having the edges opening up. So that's what I'll show you. Well, that's what you'll see going around now with the 37 that's running around now. Whilst I was doing all that, I had bought the Photo-etch kit that's out there, and there she is. I built it up because she arrived. Oh, this took me back, because I haven't built a Photo-etch kit in a long time, and my gosh, what this made me do is it made me go through all my modelling equipment to find that. The old this you can't put this together without that. This is the old bending tool that you need for Photo-etch. There's no way I could get those long straight edges bent with using pliers or something like that. It wasn't going to happen, because again, just like what I did, the score lines were on the inside, so you was actually bending against the brass. I think it's brass it's made out of. So, you know, you really needed something like that that was powerful enough to hold it whilst you know, then bend it. So I took ages looking for that. God blimey, I knew you know, I had one, but I haven't used this in a long time. A lot of money, but it's something that you need if you're doing Photo-etch. But I'm not doing Photo-etch now. This is the first bit I've done in a long while. So I got it. Do I use it? I don't know, because when you compare it with what I've already done out of plastic, you can sort of see there are similar, and if anything, this is not deep enough. When you look at the video, the edge of the steel plating that's on the roof of the Rushton comes down to the orange, what's it called, the cant line, you know, the little orange line that goes along the top of the loco. You'll see that on the video, it's just literally above this cant line, which is what I've done on my 37 that I'll show you soon. Whereas this Photo-etch kit, it falls a little bit short. So although it's great as regards, it's probably got the height and it's got the edges there, so it's all sealed and everything, it's not the same as what I've done. So yeah, it might be better, but it's also got problems. Alright, so yeah, may not use that. It's there, it's done, I put it together. Yeah, it's nice to have it if ever I want to. Okay, so right, let's show you then what I've done now. See you in a sec. Okay, so this is the latest incarnation of my roof, which has now been stuck on and painted. The edges here, you know, because as I say, because this is an angle steel plate effect that's going onto a curved roof, so you do get these ridges. They've been filled and painted and everything now. Smaller exhaust, I've made a smaller exhaust, and they've got those vents, okay? So that's what they've done. And as you can see, my steel plates come down to almost touching the cant line, which is what's showing on the proper thing. The only thing I wish I had done differently is possibly just to thin down the card so that this edge wasn't quite as thick. That's the only thing I've really screwed up on. But hey ho. But there you are. So that's now. So although I've got the kit, will I use it or not? I don't know. You know. So that's, you see those vents and everything are totally different, and they've got extra panels on this thing. But you know, compared to that, that's not the end of the world. My vents, if they are vents, aren't as long as that one. But then you see, I didn't matter. God knows where the bloke got the dimensions for this thing. But then the other thing that this one does, it doesn't. If it goes on to, if it fitted, it would be finishing there before the cant line. So yeah, I'll stick with mine. Now just to finish off the history with the Murleys engine, as I said, it was a bigger engine. So physically it was bigger engine because it was an inline 6-cylinder. So unlike V12 engines or you know, whatever it is, it was tall because it was an inline 6-cylinder. So it wasn't big outwardly, it was tall. So that's why I had to do the roof. And then, as you know, it went on to become the engine to power the Class 60s, but as an 8-cylinder version. So in the Murleys that you see here, it's supposed to be a 6-cylinder. When they approved it to go into the Class 60s, you know, they made it an 8-cylinder, and that's it. But not a happy story, unfortunately. I don't know exactly what's wrong with the Murleys engine. When I say what's wrong, whether or not, I think it's what can we say, I don't think the engineers loved it very much to work on it. I think it was a bit involved to have to do work on it, because let's put it this way, there is a marshalling yard called Teuton. Is it T-O-T-O-N? Teuton. If you go on YouTube and Google that name, you will see this marshalling yards, and in the marshalling yards are row upon row of Class 60s in various states of repair or degradation, whatever you want to call it. Most of them are in the old EWS colours, so that dates back to the early days of EWS, and they're just there on the sidings, you know, rusting away or whatever. So don't know what they're waiting for, what's wrong, what's damage is wrong with them. But Murleys Pioneer, as I told you, is now being resprayed up in the rail, you know, rail operators group is now got her, and she's going to get her onto the main track. But as someone said, at least there'll be plenty of spares available for them because of all these Class 6s that are up in Teuton marshalling yard, which is a shame. But yeah, I don't know what it is about the engine, whether or not they're, you know, weren't easy to work on or something or other. But And then I guess the Class 66 came along, which was a, you know, a deal, a game changer, and rather keep repairing the 60s, you know, everybody started buying the 66s, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a train driver, I don't know about these things, I'm just surmising. Okay, right, thanks for watching, and as I say, lots of running clips to follow. Okay, but oh, Alan, sorry mate, I missed your birthday, but I hope you know, looks like you had a fantastic birthday, and presents and God knows what else. You lucky bloke. But yeah, happy birthday for the other day, mate. Sorry I missed it. And everybody else who watches my channel, hi, thank you, thanks for doing so, and please enjoy the running clips. I would say a bit heavily with the 20s and the 37s, because this one is my favourite loco at the moment. The sound is just fantastic, I love it. Right, so I'll just get these two running. I've got the Class 66 going on there. If you want, I'll just have it running around. You just see a few shots of this one running, and then we get into the running clips. Okay, bye guys, all the best, take care, see you soon, bye.